Discipline is not motivation. It's not hype. It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. once and calling it progress. Real discipline, the kind that doesn't waver in storms, that stays firm when life throws everything at you, is forged in silence, in solitude, in the deep inner training grounds of the mind. The Stoics knew this well. They weren't obsessed with becoming disciplined just to tick boxes or impress others. No, for them, discipline was the backbone of freedom. If you want to build a life that doesn't fall apart when others walk away, when the world laughs at your efforts, when your own thoughts turn against you, then what you need isn't motivation. You need something ancient, unshakable, something forged in the fires of inner philosophy. You need Stoic discipline. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful, time-tested Stoic secrets to build a discipline that nothing can shake. These are not tricks or hacks. These are hard truths, deep practices. And if you apply them, your life won't just change, it will be reforged. Number 1. Embrace voluntary discomfort. The first Stoic secret is voluntary discomfort. And no, it's not about punishing yourself. It's about training yourself, mentally and physically, to remain calm, focused, and clear-headed when life stops being comfortable. Seneca, one of the richest men in Rome, used to sleep on the floor once a month. He would eat the simplest food, wear the roughest clothes, and whisper to himself, "Is this what I feared?" He had all the wealth a man could ask for, but he practiced letting go of it. Why? Because comfort is a seductive liar. It lulls you into thinking you're strong, when really it just removes the friction. You only find out who you are when everything becomes uncomfortable. The modern world sells ease like it's success. But Stoicism tells us, train in hardship so you don't collapse when it finds you. Cold showers, fasting, lifting weights, walking instead of driving, these aren't just habits, they're declarations. You're telling the world, I refuse to be ruled by ease, because discipline lives on the edge of discomfort. You don't have to suffer, just practice not being pampered. When you deliberately practice discomfort, you're not weakening yourself, you're hardening your resolve. That's the first foundation. Number 2, premeditatio malorum, the second secret. Premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty." Not because he was negative, but because he wanted to be prepared. Most people lose their discipline because they live in fantasy. They expect the world to be fair. They expect people to treat them right. And when they don't, their resolve breaks. But the Stoics? They start their day expecting difficulty, not in a depressed way, in a prepared way. They go into every situation already rehearsed. If someone insults them, they've already seen it coming. If plans fall apart, they've visualized that collapse 100 times. And because of that, they remain calm, steady, unshaken. Do you want to be disciplined? Then you can't be surprised. Expect the noise. Expect the delays. Expect people to misunderstand you. And then act anyway. If you anticipate chaos, you'll never be controlled by it. Premeditation isn't about pessimism. It's about clarity. And that clarity builds a discipline no crisis can break. Number 3. Build your inner citadel to master the mind. Think of it like this. You live in a fortress, and that fortress is your mind. The world outside can collapse, people can leave, circumstances can change. But if your inner citadel is strong, you remain unshaken. If it's weak, even the smallest insult or inconvenience becomes a crisis. The Stoics trained their minds like warriors trained their bodies. They observed their thoughts without identifying with them. They asked, "Is this within my control?" And if the answer was no, they dropped it. Imagine how much mental energy you'd save if you only focused on what you could actually influence. That is the discipline of thought. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That strength is not just poetic, it's practical. When you stop reacting to everything, when you stop needing things to go your way, you become the calmest person in the room, and the calmest person in the room controls the room. Discipline begins with detachment from emotions, from praise, from chaos. You build that inner fortress brick by brick. Every time you choose clarity over confusion, intention over impulse. Number 4, amor fati, a love of fate. This isn't just about accepting what happens, it's about loving it, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. Because discipline doesn't just mean pushing through resistance, it means embracing it as part of the path. Friedrich Nietzsche, heavily inspired by the Stoics, once wrote, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not for all eternity." That's the kind of person discipline creates, not someone who just survives, but someone who transforms hardship into power. When things don't go your way, amor fati steps in and says, "Good, now let's work with this." You're late? Good. Practice patience. You lost a job? Good. Practice resilience. Someone betrayed you? Good. Practice wisdom. It's not about being passive. It's about responding with strength, not resistance. That shift, from complaining to cooperating with fate, is how you stay consistent even when life tries to break your rhythm. Amor fati teaches you that discipline isn't about control, it's about power. And the most powerful person is the one who flows with life, not fights it. Number 5, the impermanence of time. The final Stoic secret is a reminder of life's fleeting nature. Time is the ultimate resource, and it's running out. This realization isn't meant to make you fearful, but to inspire action. When you recognize that time is limited, you stop procrastinating. You stop putting off what matters. You understand, now is all you truly have. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and each moment you delay is a moment lost. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This line brings perspective. Suddenly putting things off, making excuses or wasting time becomes untenable. It reminds you, every day, every moment is an opportunity to act, an opportunity to choose discipline over distraction. This awareness ignites a sense of urgency. It fuels your will to push through challenges, stay focused, and pursue growth relentlessly. Every action you take in the present moment matters. Your habits, your decisions, your choices, they all shape your future, so make them count. Let the awareness of time guide you, motivate you, and drive you to take consistent, disciplined action every single day. Discipline isn't about restrictions, it's about mastery. It's not about forcing yourself, it's about being aligned with your purpose. The Stoics didn't just talk about this, they embodied it. Through voluntary discomfort, preparing for life's challenges, mastering their minds, accepting what's beyond control, and embracing the present moment, they forged their inner strength. Now, it's your turn. Stop waiting for external motivation. Start creating your own discipline, the Stoic way. You want control, you want inner peace, you want true strength? Then earn it, through every disciplined action you take.